Hi, and welcome to my show. I'm working with dichroic today. These are a regular pair of wire cutters, and I find that if you use them just right and hold on both sides of that piece of glass, it will nip it about where you want it to. See there? Okay, one more time. There we go. Now dichroic glass is di meaning two, chroic meaning color. You can see sort of a nice gold reflection color going on there, but also you see underneath there's nice blue color. I'm not sure if they consider that gold blue or blue gold because of the dichro colors going on. Okay? That's what dichroic means, two colored glass. Now, I'm going to do one of my simple dichroic designs. Of course, going back to the all-purpose sea turtle because I can, right? If anybody has any questions or would like a request, now that I would call them all 2.0s or whatever, with my new camera resolution, please do so. Just ask, you might receive. Also, by the way, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I don't mind people sharing. Here we go. I think it's going to be big enough. Let's find one that's just right. Now, when you're doing this, you'll want to put the reflective side up, and you know that it's the reflective side up because the shine will go all the way to the edge. If the reflective side is down, you'll see that the outer edges of the glass on the sides. But if you can't see the outer edges of the glass on the sides, then the reflective side is up, and that's the coating side, and that's the side that you want up when you're doing what I'm doing. You'll get results with the dichroic immediately doing things like this. I press it in all the way. As you saw, I got it nice and hot. Now I'll heat it and press it in again. There we go. Now I'm going to take, this is an onyx color. Let me see if I've got some turbo color. No, that's an exotic color. I guess I'll have to use it. That's no problem. But now I'm going to coat the backside of just where I put the dichroic. This is giving it a back color so that it'll make the dichroic shine even more so. And this also gives it a coating or see, one of the problems that a lot of people have with dichroic is that it burns. The sparkly glittery that you can get in a piece burns out because you've overheated the film on the dichroic, or the dichro. I guess some people want to call it dichro, so let's call it dichro. Make it a little more simple, more betterer. Yeah, there you go. Press it in, roll it around. This will be about the size that I want it. Okay. Now, back to the wire cutters. One of the things you can do is now you're going to go right to the base of where you've got the rod going on here. And you've got the wire cutters to the concave is towards the edge, or the outer edge is right near the bottom. Okay. Unless you want to make it rounder on the top. So, but what I'm doing is I'm basically crimping it, and then I'm going to nip it off right there. Cold weld. And now I'm going to fire polish the top a little bit. Actually, I'm going to turn this into a dichro strip and make a lizard instead of a turtle. I haven't done a lizard in a while. So A lizard it shall be. Now what you're going to do is now let that round into itself a little bit. With me so far. Now you're going to sort of stretch from the middle is what you're going to try to do. You don't want to stretch it from the... Okay. You heat and stretch. Keep pulling. Now you can stretch up a whole bunch of these ahead of time, which I do have a lot of them. But if you know what you want to make to begin with, and you want to make a few of them quick, you can do that too. Okay. Pull it off right now. Now, let's use some green exotic for the legs. Okay. You can see that. That's nice, sparkly, glittery going on there. I like it. Like it a lot. By the way, if you're intrigued or interested in buying any of my work, you can get in contact with me through email and stuff. I am a starving artist, as you know. The reason I started doing these videos is basically not to make money off of them. If I did that, I'd have stopped a long time ago. But I enjoy making these, and I enjoy teaching. I pinched in about where I wanted the back of the head, and now I'm going to heat up around that area, and you can either use tweezers, flatteners, or whatever. The idea is now to bring the head, or where you pinch for the head, up a little higher than the body itself. So of course, actually you can keep it on the same level if you wanted to, but I usually, and that gives me a spot now that I can put a loop under his chin, like so. Let's give him blue eyes. On the end of this little tip here is some blue. There's one eye, and it'll have some white in it too. But there we go. One's a little bigger than the other. There we go. Now, take the flame down a little bit because now we're doing a little bit more detail for the whole body. Okay. Make sure you're making good welds on the body. I usually put an L-bin in the legs, front and back on the lizard. Okay, make sure the seals are well, you do infuse it well. Okay. We'll come back and do the toes later. And I usually make them straight to begin with, but once I've gotten the legs where I want them and gotten everything where I want it, then I'll go back and quickly bend it a little, shape it, curve it, and continue it. Okay? with me so far. Now we'll start that I've got these in the way I want them. Oops. Gravity works too, you gotta remember that. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do some jade green for the toes. I usually do 2 toes for all my reptiles. I can do 3 or 4, but I usually just put 2. It's my way of doing it and moving on, I guess. Right? Right. Okay. Toe after toe. Like totally did. Yeah, the toes are a little bit big, but that's okay. They rounded pretty good. No, my fingers are not hot, if you're wondering. They're just far enough away. The glass does not conduct heat. It conducts light pretty well, so if it was clear, you would see my fingers glowing. But it doesn't conduct heat. Okay. Now I'm going to take this off. Oh, don't tell me that. His whole leg just came right on off. I thought I put him on there better than that. Yes. I shoot straight from the hip. No, that's not it. Different color. Where'd it go? Oh, don't do that, Tommy. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Found it. Lost it. Found it. Lost it again. Found it. Okay. I thought I put it on there good. What it is because I'm making a video and that glass shield is up, I cannot see the welds as well as I'm used to, but I will start to compensate for that and be able to do the job better. Now again, I work these, move them around a little bit. I usually turn the head like to the right or left, and then I'll heat and turn the body to the opposite direction, like so. Okay. I'm shortening the legs a little bit by speeding up just the length of the body, and it's sort of drawing into itself slightly. That's giving him a little bit more girth and less thinness going on too. Okay. I'll end up having to put another toe on that one, looks like. This is the one that was not welded on well to begin with, surprising. There yet? Yeah. Now with the tail, I usually curl it completely in another direction also. I'll swirl it around like it's been walking, you know, back and forth, side to side. Okay. Now if you plan on making earring sets or pendant and earring sets, make sure that you make all the same dichro color. Like if you're going to use green exotic like I did or whatever, make all of the same dichro strips at the same time so that they're more consistent and easier chance of matching the colors. Even from rod to rod, in some cases, especially with my green exotic, colors change. Okay. And we have one lizard pendant. And let's see how close I can get here. Pretty. Oops, not the camera. Well, thanks for watching. Enjoy your day.